if you find yourself with a camera in your hand and you want to learn how to use it, please subscribe to this channel, like the videos, comment down below what you would like to learn more about. Hi Photos photographers. Today I am talking about white balancing with your custom color profile versus not, which is shooting with your auto color profiles, outdoor, cloudy, inside, whether it's fluorescent or incandescent and all those other color profiles. It's kind of a crazy mix-up, isn't it? I prefer to shoot with a custom color profile for the white balance so that I'm not having to remember, oh, I just left the room with halogen and now I need to switch to incandescent, or I need to switch to kind of a shade because I'm shooting with a primary light source of a window or something like that, to where it's kind of more of a reflected light instead of a direct light of the sun. That's stressful to me, of not just setting my exposure, my aperture, and well, I say exposure, shutter length, aperture, and ISO. I want to have the tools and the muscle memory, basically, of throwing my gray card where the color quality of my image light is going to be falling across the subject or my object, so that I can get that shot with the color on that gray card and have the camera and the post-processing software do it all for me, so that I give the tools to myself or whoever's doing post-processing for me afterwards, and giving them the quick momentary help, or being able to allow my camera to change the color quality, because once I take the image of the gray card with the ambient light or whatever light I'm adding to the scene, I can go in and then select, as we talked about in the custom color white balancing video of how to do that, that the camera takes that color quality and adjusts its images with that light color profile, and does everything in camera, basically, so that it has that color profile as needed, and I don't have to worry about doing that later or having somebody else do it for me. But the auto white balance of the shade or the clouds or the sun, that's all very important, and that's why the camera manufacturers have given those auto white balance profiles in camera to the user, is because maybe the color isn't that big of a deal for say a retail consumer, but it is important for the professionals. Maybe a professional just puts a camera in the hand of somebody, and rather than making a color profile for it, they just throw it into a programmed color balance mode, and it fits the general lighting, so they can kind of get the behind the scenes shots of things that don't really matter the color profile as much. That would be one use of the auto color profiles. Now, what I did with the color profile once in a programmed user mode, I added more red to some profiles in a custom user setting, and I forgot that I added a lot of red to that user profile setting. And when I started shooting some product shots or some shots around the neighborhood when I had the camera in my hand, it created a deeper red quality to the image that wasn't even natural for a red quality of light. So I just encourage you, even if you're shooting in auto mode, number one, don't shoot with the color added in your user profiles for those photography shots, but the other is to use a custom white balance and to get as close to the best color quality in camera, rather than using the auto modes, even if you are just doing kind of the behind the scenes shots. If any of the behind the scenes shots are used in voiceover shots for video, or in portfolio of showing a photographer's work and what they do behind the scenes, is going to be important that that's the best showing possible. So that's white balance versus not. If you don't use a white balance, you're using an auto mode, then it's going to be close. But again, if you switch or forget to switch, you do not switch from one mode to the next, then it is going to create a disparity of color, and it's going to visually be a little bit confusing. Why is this color coming out more than another? So thank you so much for watching. If this content has added value to your photography, we would appreciate a like, and comment down below if there's something more that you want us to delve deeper into for a topic, or there's another topic that you want us to lean into and discuss more on the channel. Thank you so much. If you are not a subscriber, we would appreciate your subscription, and we look forward to bringing you a lot more content throughout the rest of this year. Thank you so much for watching. God bless.